I'm cold speeding on the highway, about to catch my flight, can't wait till I see NY. Cause I'm so scandalous. What up, y'all? I'm not really scandalous. I mean, I can be. But salute to the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you bring poor zingers, floor cleaner, or more heaters. Knicks in 5. All right. On the more serious things. New York serious things. Puffy trial has started. Well, they've started the jury selection portion of the trial. I've been there before. It's a very strenuous. I mean, I guess it's not the most strenuous part. I mean, the whole situation to stress you out, right? But it's a real important part of the process, I must say. Like, because you know, you got to think about it. You about to pick 12 people that's about to pick whether or not you go to jail for a long time, forever, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And in Diddy's situation, he has the court of public opinion to deal with. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, I've been through that, but you know, my situation, you know, my celebrity ain't as celebritized as Diddy's. You know what I'm saying? So, there's been a lot of information, a lot of attention paid to, you know, to this part of the process. I seen a video come out where they was talking about the celebrities. They named a lot of celebrities in this process. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't completely clear on why, you know, like what the motivation and the motivation of them naming it's not like, you know, were they you know, are they criminals? Are they about to be charged or whatever? But what I think the situation is say hi to my baby. In regards to the jury being able to be fair and impartial, they're gonna mention these celebrities. You understand? Because somehow or another, their names is gonna come up. You know what I mean? And do you have some sort of hatred in your? What do you think about said celebrity? You know what I'm saying? The slightest amount of disdain or the slightest amount of reverence. Like, oh, I'm a fan of Michael B. Jordan. I love Killmonger. You out of here. Like, somebody might want you out of here for that. You understand what I'm saying? Depending on whether, depending on, like, if you on the DA side and you asking and you look and you interviewing the jurors and the jurors like they fans of this person, you could see all of the glee on their face and all of that. Nah, you don't want him in there. Nah. And if you can't stand him, then if you on Diddy's side, you don't want him in there. You understand what I'm saying? I hated what he did to Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Nah, get him out of there. It said one person was excused from the jury because he admitted that he's not positive that he cannot smoke weed for the duration of the trial. Or was that this? That was this case, right? Y'all heard that? So it's a lot of detail. Hold on a second. Let me see. Details. So hold on a second. Let me see some of the let me see something. Let me see who names they got on this. Some of the names that I already mentioned: Michael B. Jordan, Kanye, Cassie, Mike Myers, Kid Cudi, Aubrey O'Day, Dawn Richard. That was one of the girls in Danity came with Aubrey O'Day. Justin Combs, other name. Oh, this is his son. It looks like his son. Christian Combs. That's King name, right? Christian. The picture's covered up with something else, so I can't fully see the name. I can't see the name in it. Dallas Austin. Listen, I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. Is that Dallas Austin? If not, I'm sorry. I don't want to put nobody in nothing. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got no business in. You know what I'm saying? Lauren London, Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. Goodness gracious. So yeah, they in the courtroom and they well, not in the courtroom, but all of these names were mentioned in regards somewhere along the line of the jury selection. My estimation is that, like, yo, do you feel any type of way? You know what I'm saying, about this person? What's your opinion of this person? You know what I mean? A lot of the other questions, a lot of the other questions that will be making an appearance in the jury selection is, like, have you ever been sexually abused, or anybody how do you feel about that? Was any justice brought to that person? Did you think, you know what I'm saying? Did he got some new lawyers? You know what I mean? He got two new lawyers from the Atlanta. They both practice law in Atlanta, right? I think, what's the dude named Richard Steele? Let me see. Stop being Raquel. I need my glasses. Let me see. Diddy new lawyer team. Brian Steele. I was about to say Richard Steele. Ain't that Richard Steele is a referee, right? Anyway, salute to my brother General Steele. But yeah, he got Brian Steele. He got somebody else. It's a woman who I can't. There's a black lady, and she was actually a victim of, you know, sexual. She can relate. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to misquote or misrepresent the facts and all of that, but she's been there, done that. She has a personal relationship with situations like this. You know what I'm saying? I think she had a situation with Baby and somebody from Cash Money or whatever, where, something happened to her. She went and immediately told the popo. You know what I'm saying? Not like, not no disrespect to people who don't, but she didn't do that. She didn't wait or not do it at all. Because what I've come to realize, it's just along the lines of that topic, like, the waiting they do makes it hurts their case. Like, when somebody do that, somebody violates you like that, and you don't say nothing, you wait. Wow, never mind the statute of limitations. Just, it's hard for people to fathom why you wouldn't do nothing, why you wouldn't say something immediately. I'm not one of those people. I understand, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I have empathy for that. Like, it's a whole lot of other things that go into the mental makeup of, that violation and how you handle it afterwards, right? But this young lady, she went right to the, you know what I'm saying? As soon as it happened, she went in and reported it, and dude ended up pleading guilty, according to what I watched and read. You know what I mean? So I think that, I know, as difficult as it may be to all of the young ladies, old ladies, whatever ladies, if that happened to you, find the strength to do it, because I implore you to find the strength to do it as soon as, to press the issue as soon as possible, because when it's fresh, evidence is fresh. You understand what I'm saying? You take years later, you can't even, you can't remember the details, the DNA gone. You understand what I'm saying? Like, fingerprints done been over. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to you know. But anyway, this young lady she's a black woman and she's been through something before and she's on Diddy's team. You know, I think that's all about optics. I mean, other than besides the fact that they say she's a great lawyer, right? But yeah, like that has to do with optics. Like you're not gonna want Diddy's not gonna want a bunch of men. I mean, he's not gonna want a bunch of women on his jury. He's not. Excuse me. He's not gonna want a bunch of women. That I think personally that could hurt him. He don't want no. I don't think he want no. I don't think he want no real young men either. I think he want men from a little bit younger than me to a little bit older than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, not too old where, you know what I'm saying, Bill Cosby and them, you know, like Bill Cosby, I mean, not to drag his name up in this situation, but like let me just say this. I believe a lot of these men are guilty, right? You understand what I'm saying? Because of a culture that I grew up in. I seen it. You understand what I'm saying? Like I seen how men behave. Like if you was the dude who was too nice to chicks, you got made fun of. And what's too nice to him? I'm like I didn't under. Well, I know what too nice is now, but back then I didn't understand that. You understand what I'm saying? Having manners and blah blah blah. You understand? Like that Aaron Hall energy. You see when he, you know, I don't want to verbatim the things he was saying, but that energy where it's like, yo, where you strong arming chicks, niggas used to respect that. And I think niggas still do. It's just a certain age, a certain demographic of niggas who do. That's Puffy's jury pool. He want them. You understand? Those are the people that he want on his jury. But the DA is going to see that, and it's going to be like a rap battle, but between his attorneys and the district attorney and his staff. They're going to be like, nope, oh, I see what you're doing. You're trying to get rid of all of the white people. Nah, I'm challenging that. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're trying to get rid of all of the women. Challenge. So it's like it's a game of checkers and chess, I guess. I feel like it's checkers in there because what niggas is trying to do is obvious in the jury selection. It ain't even no. You know I'm trying to get rid of anybody who might have some sort of bias towards me. And on the other side, they trying to get rid of anybody who might have any sort of bias for you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean. So, sticky situation. It's quite important. They said that Diddy they came to Puffy with like a plea deal the night before, you know, a couple of nights before trial started, and he refused it. And I heard one dude say, "Of course he refused it." I mean, well, he didn't say, "Of course he refused it." He said he believes he has a shot. You know what I mean? It's a situation like we don't know what the offer was, but if you offering Puffy 50 years, I mean 50. If the offer is 15 years, then nah. Puffy is older than me, right? So I'm gonna give him at least 2 to 3 years older than me, right? 15 years will put him will put him in his 60s, damn near 70s, right? When I had my situation with the law, I mean I had a lot of situations with the law, but the one that almost got me up out of here, that was their initial offer was 15 years. I'm like, oh, y'all made up my mind for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not taking that. How old was I then? I was like 38, something like that. I'm like, nah, B, I'm not no young lad like when Sean caught his case and came home and was able to still be kind of nah, B, that's going cripple that's going to cripple all my aspirations. And Diddy in the same situation, like, nigga, whatever they offer, nah. the night before, like I had went through jury selection. I had went through all of the process, the procedure, testimony. I didn't testify, but all the testimony had to, and the day before my verdict, one of my brother Smooth, walked up on me, and I don't know, we was in the crib, we was doing some chilling. He might have knocked on the door. I know we had this conversation in the hallway in my mom's building, the building I grew up in. He like, yo, Rock, what if they gave you an offer? Because he was scared for me, right? He was like, if they gave you an offer or something, like, a decent offer, what would you take? I'm like, offer? I looked at him like he had two heads. I'm like, offer what, B? I'm like, nigga, my shit is temp murder. What are we talking about? What they gonna offer me? He said, I'm saying. He like, relax. He like, hold on. I had a temp murder too. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, he's like, I copped out. I'm like, what you cop? He's like, they offered me like a 4. He said he copped out to like 4.5 to something, right? He's like, what I'm saying is, if they offer you something like that, would you? And I started thinking about it. But they didn't offer me nothing like that. They just was like, all right, we offered you what we offered you the night at arraignment. They ain't come back with nothing before the trial start, before the verdict, none of that. It was like, nigga, they thought they had me clipped. They didn't know. They did not. They did not. So anyway, in Puffy's case, whatever offer they offered him is like, nah, it ain't good enough. They'd have offered him something reasonable. How long he been locked up already? He been locked up for a year yet? Close to a year? I don't know, but whatever it is, it wasn't nothing significant enough. They probably tried to come to him with 10 years or something. He like, nigga, please, you work for UPS. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, anyway, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I've been here 17 minutes. Welcome to the nation, Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, tour guide, landlord, owner, tenant, janitor, I'm off the damn floor. I mean, I'm just, I don't really have an opinion on this. We already know, like, it's an ugly situation. Y'all get it. I'm just keeping y'all, what's the word? Abreast. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the nation. I'm your host, your tour guide, your president. We hang around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm off the damn floor with you. If you don't follow the rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all of the notifications. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be a taxpaying citizen. Leave us super thanks or Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App. Y'all do y'all. The tag will be in the description along with the Bandcamp link. Where I got the new mixtape, Nonviolent Rocco, and all of the old ones. Stay there too. You know what I'm saying? So go there and binge on the music. When you type in, spell stuff right, you're confusing the tourists. You know what I'm saying? The citizens, y'all supposed to know better. You can't be spreading our gospel, spelling our saints and our monuments wrong. All right, so there's that. It's BCC, not BBC. All right. Pause protesters, get your ass out of here. Y'all shouldn't. I'm surprised y'all made it here this long. Anyway, if you made it to the end of the video, so let me get to 4 music notes. 4 scales of justice. Rock on, rock gone.